Hey guys, XDoctor here from Vape TV and from all the forums. I want to talk to you today about a rebuildable atomizer I've been playing around with. This is the Chalice I from MarkBugs. That's MarkBugs.com. This is exactly the same as the Chalice II, except the Chalice II has a little difference right in there. It came with this nifty little drip tip that matches it. And it's a reasonably small little rebuildable atomizer. What I'm going to do is I'll angle the camera down here for just a minute and we'll show you what this thing's all about, okay? And here we are. This is the entirety of the unit. Like I said, it's very small. It just unscrews right in the middle there, leaving a top cone piece that your drip tip will fit in. It's got a nice ridge on the inside to keep juice from coming back up the mouthpiece if you decide to lay it down. The threads on this are very, very fine, but this is a very good stainless steel atomizer, so the thread being fine really isn't a problem. A lot of times on the aluminum ones or the ones that are a cheaper steel, you'll have problems with cross-threading and things like that. Let's get a little bit closer here and have a look at the insides. There we are. You can see it's a Phoenix style rebuildable. Oops, almost dropped her there. Did drop it there. It's a Phoenix style rebuildable, as I said. Just two posts. I've got a piece of stainless steel wick in there right now that I made out of the mesh that I've been playing with that on my Genesis Addies. I'm using a 3-wrap coil out of 36 gauge Canthal, and it seems to be working out really well. There's a hole right straight through the bottom. If you look right there, you can see it. When you put it on a bottom feeder mod, which this is designed for, is bottom feeder mods, all closed up, and you squeeze, the juice comes right up through the bottom and fills that little bit underneath the wick. Air hole is right there on the side, underneath where the word Chalice is engraved. I've never had any leaking with this thing. I haven't had any kind of trouble with feeding or anything like that. It works beautifully on bottom feed atomizers. But it doesn't work beautifully on all bottom feed atomizers, at most. Let me show you what I mean here. This is a Rio Grande. Most of you may have seen my other video on the Rio Grande. It works beautifully on the Rio Grande. We're just going to angle back up for this part. You can see there's a nice gap around the edge of it there. Focus, there it is. There's a nice gap all the way around the edge. If juice manages to get into the well, which it usually does not, it usually stays inside the atomizer, but if it does, the proximity of the edge of the drip cup to this atomizer really does a good job preventing it from leaking out. So we'll just slap a drip tip on there, and it works just like any regular old atomizer. This coil is about 1.8 ohms. It's a little higher than I like. I'm usually been building them right around 1.3 to 1.4. I find on a 3.7 volt device that gives me just that little extra kick I really like. But like I say, it fits on most of these. It will also fit on the Woodvilles with the brass cup on them. It's very, very close though. Very close. It actually gives it a really nice finished look. I wish I could get one of these in a brass finish and it'd really look good on there. It also works on the Rio 18490, the metal one. The tolerances on, yeah, I told you wrong. It does not fit on the Rio 18490. It's got a shallower, narrower juice well. The same goes for the Rio Mini. It will not fit on the Rio Mini. It works beautifully on the D cup, if you own such a thing. I guess not many people do anymore. It works really well on the GSV Groove, which I'm just about to do a review on next. I never use it on the Groove though, because the Groove has such a beautifully cut drip well. It seems like a waste to me not to be using it. It does work though. But yeah, that's the Chalice I from MarkBugs.com. It's about $150, which is a little bit heavy for rebuildable atomizers right now. You can pick up some similar ones that are not machined this beautifully, that aren't made of quite this good a material, for like $25 right now. I think the A7's in that range. And if you really want to try out Rebuildable Atomizer, I'd probably go that way. If you want to go ahead and buy the best and know that you're probably never going to have to replace it, man, that's the ticket right there. I love it. I use this literally every single day and have for over 2 months now. The coil in it has never failed me outright. If it starts to go bad, vapor production drops off, which is where this one's at right now a little bit. Vapor production's a little low for me. But it has never just stopped working, which is something I really like, because, you know, with a regular atomizer, with a 306 or a 510, when they stop working all at once and you're done. But this has got me home after on many long weekends, you know, on its last legs, but it finishes the job to get me home. Again, the Chalice I, I think it's a good investment if you're interested in a rebuildable atomizer. I love it. I'll probably end up buying another one to fit on my other Rio Grande. If you have any additional questions about it, please post them in the comments below. If you would like to ask me directly, I do a live show on Vape TV every Wednesday at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. The name of the show is XDoctor Vapes. You're welcome there anytime. You can also get a hold of me on pretty much any of the forums under the same screen name, XDoctor. Until next time, we'll see y'all later, and thanks for watching.